welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying my snowy winter ice themed series so far. I've got some new pieces to be playing around with. These are inclusions and colorants. They were sent to me by Petra Youngblood at Just Paint. Petra has her own Etsy shop and she works with a lot of mica colors, sparkles, glass, stones, you name it. Petra has it. So I will link Petra's Etsy shop down below. First up, these dark grey stones. I will be using these in today's video because we are winter ice themed. Next up, I was so excited about this one, is the sparkle white. Now, if you've been with me for any time at all, you guys know that Super Sparkle White is one of my favorite things I've been using, but that company went out of business and you all have been on the hunt for a similar, if not identical product. And I have to say, this is the closest I have seen. It's virtually identical and I'm so excited. It's basically, it's not a mica, it's like a really, really fine dust, like a glittery dust, and it is stunning. So the one on the right is the Super Sparkle White that I've been using, and the one on the left is Petra Youngblood's, and they are, guys, about as identical as it gets. And as you can see, I'm almost out of the original one that I've been using. Next up, Petra sent me some white mica powder, gonna be gorgeous to use in this video. Next up, we've got some bright gold crushed glass. Stunning stuff. I did pick out a few pieces, but Petra sent me way more than I was expecting. Next up, we've got the Sparkle Shiraz. I wanted to open this up because this just looked stunning. Again, very much like the Sparkle White, but it's like a fine dust, a fine glittery powdery dust. I can't explain it any other than that, but look at this color. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Next up, we have a mica powder. This is stunning. This is seaweed, right up my street. Next up, we've got the bright silver crushed glass. I will be using this in today's video because, again, it's all wintry. And then we've got blood red and Christmas green. These are two that I did choose because I was thinking Christmas. Christmas in July. Not far away. Don't come for me, guys. I know it's far away. Next up then, we've got the sparkle bronze. That is it for all of the pots that Petra sent me. And then we move on to the pressed mica powder. Now these are chameleons. So we've got green, gold, purple. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's something so aesthetically pleasing about these little acrylic containers. I don't know what they are, but they're like stunning. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was like, oh, these are so cute. These would be brushed on, so you would use your makeup applicator or your sponge or your brush, and you would brush them on to your mold or your inlay or whatever it is you're working on. And these are just gorgeous. I wanted to take some swatches with my gloved hand just to show you guys the intensity of these colors. This one, screams Halloween, dragons, space, all of those. This one here, again, so pigmented, so beautiful. The color shift is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, as you would want a chameleon powder to be. This one here up there as my favorite. I know I'm going to be using this one a lot when it comes to the season, but the purple and the blue, yeah, right up my street. Thank you very, very much. Next up, the golden orange. Gorgeous. This one reminds me of, well, they all do, really. To be fair, they all remind me of Wendy at Tombridge Crafts. But this one reminds me of Wendy when she does dragons. You know, that kind of dragon scale, stunning, fiery flame colour. Beautiful. And again, last but not least, we've got this colour here. Like, I can't use the word beautiful more. Like, find me some other words, guys. Splendificus, okay? They were all absolutely splendificus. So thank you so much to Petra for sending them over to me. Guys, I'm going to link her at Etsy down below if you want to get hold of anything. But also check it out because there's literally hundreds of products. Now, this mold is the mold I was telling you about last week. I do believe I bought it from SHEIN, but you can buy the same thing, I'm sure, on TEMU. They are all the same. It's the same as buying them on Amazon, except we're paying extra because someone has shipped them in from SHEIN and doubled the price, basically. This is a gorgeous, big, rectangular tray, and yeah, that's what we're making. So on the screen now are all of the things that are gonna be chucked into this, and I mean, there is a lot. I'm using 3 or 4 things from the set that Petra sent me, but I'm also using the same things I've been using in the last few videos for this winter ice themed. And the resin I'm using today is, of course, the Apex resin. I'm going to be leaving that link down below for you as well with your discount code. Now, I'm not affiliated at all with Petra. There's no code. I'm not an affiliate. They were just sent to me to try out and have fun and have a play with. I am affiliated with Apex. Again, your discount code is down below. And I am not affiliated with SHEIN or TEMU. That they have it. So yeah, we're gonna mix this up, and then as soon as I've scraped the edges, this is my favorite way to do things lately. I scrape the edges of the resin and the bottom. So I scrape the edges of the cup, scrape the bottom, and then I put it over into my Let's Resin mixing machine. And I prefer doing it that way than scraping the edges after, because I feel like I need to make sure it's utterly mixed. Now, out come all of the pots, and I'm going to put a little bit of something into each and every pot. I'm not gonna go through everything again. I've already shown you on screen what I'm gonna be using. And again, while I'm doing all of this, I'm prepping. I'm getting all of my components ready. My resin is being mixed by my Let's Resin mixing machine. Again, this video is not sponsored by Let's Resin or the Let's Resin mixing machine, but just know it is a game-changing machine. I could just crack on and get everything ready instead of, you know, fighting against how much work time you've got and with the resin, because I know that it's being mixed. By the time it's mixed, I will be ready to pour, and it's definitely changed things for me as well with my hands and not having to use my hands so much. I've also decided that I'm going to add in some of the Heyyyyy Stars and Moons glitter. I am a Heyyyyy affiliate. I will leave the details down below for Heyyyyy, but I'm going to add that into the dark blue mica. Now, I have got a lot of items here. I've put it on the screen, of course. The colours, the glitters, the colours, the sparkles, they're either from Amanda Towgood or Sharon Kerr at Resin Supplies Den. Now, this dark blue powder is from Amanda Kerr. Amanda does the UVDTFs as well, guys. You are not ready. You are not ready for the UVDTF that I have just ordered from Amanda for my up-and-coming series, which starts on Saturday. I hope you guys will join me for that, but oh gosh, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Anyway, so yes, that's where you would go if you wanted to get these glitters and these colors. Into that dark blue midnight, I've put in the Moons and Stars. And again, I decided to transfer it into a bigger cup because I'm going to need a lot of dark blue. Like, I need a lot more dark blue than I do all of the different components, you know. Similar to previous videos, no rules here. Do what you want. Do what you want. Chuck it in wherever you want. Shove it in wherever you want. There's not going to be any Cricut vinyl decals on these. There's not going to be any stickers, nothing. So the snowflakes did get a lot, yeah. Why can't I talk anymore? A lot of snowflakes. I said it in my home channel. If you guys are here still and you do not follow my home channel, come on over. It's at Home with Claire. I said it on there last week. Like, I'm 50 next year, and I'm telling you guys, the words are gone. It's like my brain just doesn't remember anything anymore. And that's with HRT. So yeah, fun times, fun talk. Back to the video. I am not going to show you me individually stirring the resin into each and every one of these cups because I just don't think anyone needs to sit through that. But just know that I've mixed my resin. I've added a little bit of clear resin into the tray. I feel because it's quite deep, it's got deep edges, I wanted to make sure that everything mixed, everything got together. This is what the stars and moons looks like in the blue. But as for that, I've filled up all of those cups with resin and I've given them all a very, very good mix. I just didn't feel like you needed to watch me do it. And this is where we have fun. So first up, we've gone in with the dark grey stones from Petra. Then we're going in with the super bright silver glass from Petra. A little bit of blue. Do I add that right now? I didn't think I did. No, I don't. There you go. A little bit of the dark around the edges. Now, I already know what I would do differently in this project, and that is to add some blue now. Add the blue now. This was definitely a no rules, whatever, chuck it wherever, throw it in wherever you want it. Don't pay no mind to it. Just get it in there. I chuck it all in for sure. But I feel like a dark blue and a light blue would have been good at this point. Because as you're watching, you'll notice that everything I'm using in this video is white stroke silver stroke glass stroke mirror sparkle. And it's all going in together on the same level. So I feel like if I added the dark blue right here and the light blue right here, then I would have created so much more depth than I have. Having said that, I love the results. I do love the results. Now, the big chunky chopped mirror glass is actually decorative stones for vases. I got it from my local garden centre back in Essex, and a couple of you have told me you can't find it anywhere in your garden centres now. Honestly, eBay for me also sell cut glass in huge bags. So I would type into Amazon, SHEIN, TEMU, AliExpress, eBay. I would type in decorative glass for vases, and that is the only advice I can really give. Honestly, if your garden centre doesn't sell it, that's where you're going to find it. It's just stunning. Comes in multiple colours. I've got it in so many different colours. And back to the video. So here is where I poured the blue and the light blue randomly, kind of together, crisscrossing it over, and then I filled the mould to the very top with the leftover clear resin. Now, I do believe I mixed up 400 grams of resin. That is how much this mould takes, and I was spot on. I didn't know at the time how much this mould took, but it was a guesstimate, and it was absolutely spot on. And look at this. I mean, the close-ups alone take me to another galaxy. They literally transport me from my sofa, as I'm doing this voiceover, into it's just otherworldly. It is absolutely right up my street. The mixture, the collection of different components, I just love it. It is giving out of space. It is giving galaxy. Galactical, is that a word? That's not even a word. I don't know, do I? It's stunning. I love everything about it. And the back on this tray, look at this 24 hours later. Look at this back. I mean, it is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. There are no words. And at this point, I wish I was doing galaxy space themed videos, but here is the reveal. It is about as sparkly, chuck it all in, glittery, reflective mirror sparkle as you could possibly get. It's looking quite dark here. There are some clear, completely transparent areas, and that is the black mat on my table coming through. But look at these edges. You can see everything. You can see the silver diamonds. You can see the dark grey stones. Right there on the left, you've got the bright silver stones. This corner here, you've got the dark grey stones. It's just stunning. And also, this would lend itself, without the snowflakes, this would lend itself to the bottom of a pond. If you were into like miniatures and fish and koi carp, those stones would definitely lend themselves to those miniature pond-esque videos. Yeah, here's the thing. I love it. I truly, truly love it. However, I just think there's not as much separation. Now, in the last couple of videos, I said, you know, pour everything separately, pour all of your components separately so you get a degree of separation. And I did. I got that degree of separation. In this video, I just feel like, in these results, I feel like I didn't quite get it, because I feel like all of the sparkle went in together on the same layer, and I should have put in some dark blue and light blue. So this is what I'm going to use it for. It's perfect for these. These are from Amazon, hand wash dispensers. Ignore my windowsill. It is filthy and it needs a good old scrub and a repaint. But yeah, this is what it's looking like in real sun. Now guys, the edges for me is what I would have loved the surface to look like. Look at this. If this is not just, it's oceans meets galaxy meets winter meets ice. I love it. I absolutely love it. I just think the surface is too much. And like I said in every video, I'll always find something that I would do differently next time, and that is definitely to add in some of the white mica. Like the white mica from Petra is beautiful. You can see it if you stare at it, but I would have added more of that to the surface alongside that deep, deep blue and the light blue to give more like the edges. The edges just happened to ironically be my favourite part of this whole entire video. But I still love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Guys, I hope you feel inspired. Please join me on Saturday. Saturday is the start of a brand new season. We are moving into Valentine's Day, or should I say Halloween and or anti-Valentine's. I'm not a big Valentine's lover, but you can definitely have fun with some Valentine's projects, and my Valentine's videos start on Saturday with a gorgeous brand new mold from Molds and Shapes that they've just sent me. And yeah, we're going to have some fun. I hope you will join me there. I hope you feel inspired by this one. Petra, thank you so much for sending all of these beautiful pieces over to me. And I will link Petra's Etsy down below for anyone who wants to get your hands on any of it, as well as all the other supplies from the video that I've used. And boy, oh boy, did we just chuck it all in. That was a lot. I will see you in the next video. Bye.